Subtest 2, the push-ups. An administrator will hold a 4-inch measuring device directly in between and in line with the candidate's hands on the floor under the candidate performing the push-up. The candidate will start with his or her hands placed approximately shoulder width apart on the floor, then extending up. From this fully extended position, the back and remainder of the body will be kept straight at all times. From this full extension, known as the up position, the candidate will lower the body towards the floor until the sternum touches the device being held by the administrator. The candidate must perform at least the minimum required number of correct push-ups without stopping. Some points that we look at with the push-up. We got to make sure that the elbows are being locked out. So as Instructor Hal comes down and touches the device, if he does not extend his elbows fully, we will stall the count, and it won't count as a full push-up. So we need a full extension at the elbows. You must touch the device. Coming all the way down and not touching the device will also be a no rep. We can feel whether you've touched the device through the stick. Your hands and your feet cannot move once you've set. So you will start from that full position on the floor, lower yourself all the way to the floor. We'll make sure you're comfortable from this on the floor position and that your hands are about shoulder width apart. Once you go up, that will be the full up position. The device will be placed and we will start the count from here. Okay, once your hands and feet are set, they cannot move. We don't want to see them shaking out from the sides. We don't want your feet moving anywhere from there. Okay. You also cannot rest anywhere but this plank position. There's no resting in a pike position with your hips well up into the air or in a position with your hips sling way down. Okay, only in that flat back position can you rest there. If your knees touch or your midsection touches, you're done. Okay, that will be the end of the test. So if your knees touch or your chest or your stomach touches, the test is over. We don't want to see any swaying of your back. So as you're completing the push-ups, if your chest comes up before your hips or if your hips come up before your chest, that's not going to count as a push-up. That will just stall the count. It won't be an end to the test, but it will stall the count. The count is always on the up. So as we start from this fully extended position, as you go down and touch the device, up will be 1, down, up, 2, and so on. There's no time limit for this, okay? Some techniques that we've found that work really well and things that we've seen that don't work. From this position, if you get set up, if you go all the way back to the floor from that initial setup position, if when you fully extend on the first time, you slide your chest back or you rock back on your feet, when that device comes in line with your hands, now you're making this a tricep, chest, and shoulder workout. Where if you keep yourself aligned with your hands and your chest up over top of your hands, it is a more of a traditional style push-up, okay? And a much more effective push-up. We also recognize the fact that you can't move your hands from the position once you start. However, if you rotate your palm slightly, just on your palm, making your elbow either come out to the side or straight back, that is an acceptable practice and it allows you to use different parts of your body to do the push-up without moving your hands completely out of it. Those are some techniques. Obviously, remember your breathing, and the only way to get better at the push-up is by doing more push-ups.